Good afternoon everybody and welcome to Crafty Cleggs. My name is Jeanette and this little series throughout July is Christmas in July. All the things that I want to make for Christmas but haven't got the time nearer to Christmas. So I love Christmas in July because it gives me that time to catch up with things that I want to have around the house or gift over Christmas. So how are we all? Have you had a nice weekend? Weather forecast, are you ready for this? It's been beautiful today. Tim and I have been out today. He took me out for lunch. We have been to a craft store. I went to Hobbycraft. We did a little bit of shopping. What else did we do? We've had a bit of a wander around the shops. Didn't really buy anything. But yeah, had a bit of a wander around the shops, which was really, really nice. We just wanted to get out of the house. We had a nice weekend. Saturday, what did I do Saturday? Can't remember what I did Saturday. Sunday, we had a nice roast beef family dinner, which was lovely. Very tiring because there's lots of work involved in a roast, as you can imagine. But yeah, all I'm saying is thank heavens for dishwashers. So today, what forgot to show you? Well, I've got quite a little bit of stuff to show you, really. I've got a couple of finished items. I've got a couple of in the makings. I've got a couple I'm not really happy about. I'm not happy about these at all, but I'm not stressing over it. And then I've got a couple of things to show you that I bought from the fishing tackle shop. That's what I did on Saturday. I went to Angela's, the fabric shop that I used to work at, and I called at the fishing tackle shop. I got what I needed. And today we called to, for those of you that are in America, it's TJ Maxx and ours is TK Maxx or Home Sense. We called there to look for some new throws. I know what you're thinking. What are you looking for throws for in the middle of summer? But it gets really chilly at night time. And I said to Tim, I really fancy a new throw. And I can also hear the other half of you saying, well, why don't you make one? I'm one of them. I really, really like one of those soft, I suppose they're plastic furry blankets. Oh, I just love the feel of them and all cuddling up underneath them. So I want one of them. But at the moment, they've only got them in bright oranges and yellows. And yeah, definitely lovely colours for outside. They're for throwing over your knees if you're sitting outside in the evening, but not really to go in the house. So yeah, they had nothing really. So yeah, I didn't do that. But I am going to make a couple of presents. I can show you the fabrics and I can show you the books, but I don't want to show you the actual pattern because I want to make these for a few different people. I'm going to try mine out first and see if I can do the pattern. I'm sure I will be able to, but before I show the pattern, I want to try mine out to see how it works out. And then if it works out okay, I might share the pattern with you. We'll see. Watch this space. Right, what can we start with first? Well, we'll start with my disaster first. Well, it's not a disaster. It's just that I'm not happy at all with it. So you all know that I am making marmalade, and here she is, all complete. And yesterday morning, well, it was really early. I've been getting up really, really early these past few days. This morning I was up at 5:30. So I decided to make a start on Marmalade's pyjamas. Now, I really loved this fabric for Marmalade. Now, I bought this fabric from a dollhouse fair last year because it's got a very, very small print on it, so would be good for making anything for my dollhouse. I do have a dollhouse, and I wanted to make maybe a Christmas quilt or something like that for on the bed. But I couldn't resist using this. But unfortunately, there wasn't enough. So I had to use a different fabric, which I'll turn it over and show it to you. It's just like a navy fabric. I had to use that to line it. It's not finished yet. Now, it's not too bad. I'm not unhappy with it. I'm not going to lie, but I'm not happy with it. I was going to put a little red bow here, and I thought, well, once I've made the pyjamas, because what you have to remember is she has got the most odd shaped legs as, well, she's a bunny, so she's got bunny shaped legs. So I'd done the pyjama top and was quite happy with that. I've just pinned it on because I thought I won't put any buttons on yet because I'm going to put the pyjamas on first, get them sorted, put the elastic round the waist, and then I will finish it off with a little bow here and maybe some really nice bright red buttons here and here. So I started on the pyjamas, the bottoms, which are here. Now, I don't know if I've done these wrong. I honestly don't know. Because I don't make a lot of these things, does anybody know if I've constructed them wrong or right? Now, from what I understand, I've done exactly what it says in the pattern, but I'm not 100% sure. I really, really don't know. Don't make lots of things like this, because normally if I'm making toys, I make either crocheted or knitted ones, and the clothes are either crocheted or knitted. So I don't make a lot of fabric clothes for dolls, but they don't go nowhere nearer. Well, they do. They go on. I'm not putting them on because they just a struggle to get on, and I'm frightened I'm going to pull off her limbs. But there's not enough, how can I explain this? There's not enough space between this point here and this point here for it to fit up Marmalade's back. So they droop. Oh, they're just awful. Awful, awful. And don't get me wrong, I'm not too upset about them not working out right, because I'm always happy to try again. I'm a firm believer in you learn by your mistakes. And so if anybody has got Marmalade's book and has made the pyjamas, have I constructed these wrong? They look a really odd shape to me. I really, really don't know if I've constructed them wrong, if I've misunderstood the pattern. But what I've decided to do, because I'm just not happy with them. I love Marmalade. I love how she's worked out. And I actually don't mind this top. But I think I'm going to get some different fabric that's all the same, so I'm not having to do one design on the outside, one design on the inside, then another design on the fringe. Although I think that looks quite nice. I might actually just leave that for like a nightie, if you like. And a little tail peeps out the back and you can see a bottom there. But she's going to be in bed. Nobody will see her. But I've really, really enjoyed making Marmalade. I'm not going to say the same about the clothes because I was a bit frustrated because I couldn't really understand it. And I didn't really know who to ask. So yeah, if anybody's got any hints and tips on Marmalade's pyjamas, please can you help me? Because it's definitely back to the drawing board with Marmalade. When I went to Angela's on Saturday, I did buy half a metre, or is it half a metre? I can't remember what it was, but it was enough felt to make Marmalade's bed. So I'm going to make Marmalade's bed, and then I really would like to make the sleeping bag and the pillow, but I just don't think I'm going to have enough time in July. But I don't worry, I'm not worried about that. I can do that on the run up to Christmas. So that was Marmalade. Then most of you will have seen this. This is a Sheepy's, no, it's not Stonewash. Sheepy's Katona. I can't remember what it's called. Is it called Katona Chroma? And it is called, is it Holly? Or mistletoe? I can't remember. If I can find the ball band, I'll put the name on the screen. Well, I was making a dishcloth out of this, and the dishcloth I was making was the Wondrous dishcloth by So Sweet Violet, and here it is. Isn't it lovely? I'm really, really pleased with it. And I've not measured this yet, or not measured, weighed this yet, but I am hoping I'll be able to get another one of them, because won't they be nice for Christmas? And I love the feel of it. It's really, really, it feels so nice. So yeah, that is my wondrous dishcloth. I will leave a link for this pattern down below in the description box. So that was another thing that I got finished over the weekend. And then I can't remember when football was on. Was it Saturday? I can hear you all saying, yes, it was Saturday. I think it was Saturday, weren't it? That was a bit of, yeah, I actually quite like it going to penalties for no other reason that I think it's really exciting. It must be so worrying for the men that have to take the goals, but I don't have to take the goals. I just sit there and think it's really exciting. Can't you tell I'm not a massive football fan? I only watch it because it's a special, you know, like I like to watch the World Cup and the Euros. Anyway, I digress. So Saturday night, I got on with my second sleeve on my number 13 Advent sweater, and I managed to finish that too. So here is number 13. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it. This is made from Sheepy's Stonewash, and I used a 3mm needle all the way. I've never changed my needles. I just changed the style of them, if you like. When I make this jumper, I use circular needles, DPNs and 9-inch circular needles. I'm swapping and changing all the time, but it works for me, and that is all that matters. So that is number 13. I thought I'd better get started on these because when I get carried away with everything else, I don't want to get behind with these. This is the one thing I don't want to. So I finished that on Saturday night. It was quite late and I'd had enough. I was tired and wanted to go to bed, but I thought, no, carry on, Jeanette, carry on, you can do it. And I did. I finished that off. So that's number 13. So I got my dishcloth and number 13 finished, which I was quite pleased about. Marmalades, I was going to say pyjamas, but Marmalades like nighty come. Well, I don't know what you call the bottoms, but certainly not pyjamas. And then when we were going out today, I thought, you know what? I'm going to cast on sweater number 14. So this is what I'm using. The Sheepy Stonewash, as always. And this one has got a ball band and it's colour 814 and it's crystal quartz. So this is the main colour. And it's like, well, I can only describe it as a light grey. So I've just finished the ribbing. And now I'm going on to, I don't think I've got number 14 up here to show you. Just bear with me and I'll tell you, but I don't think I have. Have you all had a nice weekend? How's the weather been near you? Like I say, it's been beautiful here today. I've got washing dried. Yeah, I've got all sorts of little jobs done as well as being out. And so, yeah, I was really pleased about that. So, no, I haven't got number 14 here. But I'll show you the contrasting colour that I'm going to do with it. And I love it. So I'm going to have this as the main. And then this bright orange as a contrast. Isn't that nice? So this is going to be number 14. So see how far we get with that. Got all sorts of things to do, but I am trying to keep up. Sometimes it's just a bit hard because some nights I do some crafting in the daytime, but it depends on what other plans we've got, what the weather's like. Because when the weather's like nice, we like to get outside, Tim and I, even if it's only just for a walk. And sometimes when we go for a walk, if we go on the long one, we go through a park and we like to sit on the bench and people watch. And yeah, it's lovely, but sometimes we can be out for 2 or 3 hours. Well, then by the time you get back and you've had a coffee and you're looking after the dog and one thing and another, day's gone. It just goes so quickly. Anyway, I'm waffling. So there's that. Then the other thing that I have been doing, you all saw that I've finished, I don't know if you've seen it or whether, I can't remember what I showed you on Friday. I've slept 4 nights. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh no, I've slept 3 nights since then, so you have no chance of me remembering what I showed to you on Friday. But I have finished Santa's Little Helper's body. So the whole body's finished, the arms are on, the neck's on, and now I'm on to the head. Well, I've started the head, but not got very far. But I'm getting there. This, I don't know when I'm going to do this and how much of this I'll be done. But that is Santa's Little Helper's head. Now, I don't know if any of you have seen this stitch before. Is that not just a beautiful stitch? It's so neat and tidy. Now, I don't even know how to explain how to do this, so I might just try and show you. Bear with me. So, I am actually going to turn you round and see if I can show you. Bear with me. So I don't even know if you can see me. I'm sorry if you can't, but it's dead simple. So normally when you're doing a single crochet, you put your hook through the stitch, yarn under, pull through and yarn over like this. Now that's how I always do it, but this is different. This is put your hook through and then you put your yarn over and pull it through underneath and then finish off with a yarn over, and you get this, sorry I'm knocking the camera, this really, really nice V-stitch. Isn't it lovely? Right, let me turn you back round again. Right, I don't know if you understood that. Maybe it weren't the best, but I tried to show you. So yeah, you get, this is the whole of the body has been done in like this really cute little, it's like an X, a mini X, if you can see it. Isn't it lovely? Anyway, that's how far I've got on the head. So once I've got the head done and the two little ears, the complete body is done. And then it's just clothes. So hopefully we can get that done on and off. Right, incoming. Oh, I've had some good goodies. So I went to the fishing tackle shop on Saturday to get some. They've been called all sorts. Now, I used to be a dental nurse and we put sutures in mouths all the time, and we used to use a special pair of scissors called Spencer Wells. And I don't know what anybody calls them, lots of different names, but apparently they're fantastic for stuffing and turning out your little tiny animals. Well, went to the fishing tackle shop and I got these, and what they do is they clip. Hold on. Can you see the ridges here? And then so you just grab a little bit of the fabric and then just gently pull it out and turn it inside out. Brilliant. I tried to use a pair of my pointy pliers that we do the stitch markers with, which was okay. But these are so much better. So because I like to make Luna lapping as well, and Luna's got quite long limbs, I thought I'll get a long pair with a bit of a curve. And then I thought I'll get a short pair that hasn't got a curve. Now, I know these kind of instruments are really expensive. I mean, obviously, these are not the ones that they use inside the hospitals or the surgeries or whatever, because these two pair cost me £10, which I was actually thrilled with that because, I mean, Angela from the Bobbin Patch did say to me, they're not very expensive. And I thought, what's not expensive? But yeah, those two pair cost me £10. So if anybody wants any kind of tools to help turn their small creatures that they're creating inside out, these are the things to get. You need to go to your local fishing tackle shop and say to them, I told the guy, I said, look, I'm not a fisher. And he said, oh, are you not? I think he was being a little bit sarcastic. But I said, I make dolls and I know what you want, he says. I'll be back in a minute. Anyway, come toddling back with all these different ones. And these are the two that I decided to get. How can you get excited about them? But I was thrilled. I come running back in the house. I said to Tim, look what I've got, look what I've got. It's like, what on earth happens in that woman's head? Anyway, so that was Saturday's treat. And then you all know that my lovely friend Karen in the States bought me this book. And Karen and I are going to do, and hopefully Karen from Stitches and Jacks are going to do a make-along, but we're obviously not going to do it till August because we've got plans throughout July. It's just not there's just not enough hours in the day. But I had a real good look through this book when I came home from Karen. I went to, Black Sheep with Karen last week and I took this because I wanted to make the duck. Well, once I'd had a real good look through it, I thought, I can't believe I'm not making this. So this is, excuse me, the Hedgehog. Right? But you'll see why I'm making it in a minute. Oh, I could not believe I'd flicked through it and not seen it. Oh, wait till you see this. Look at that. Now, I know it's not Christmas, but I have got to make that. Now, as you all know, I'm a glutton for the right yarns. So I've only got the yarn to make the body first. So I needed a Cascade 220. Now I was going to buy it all at once, but I'm not going to lie, it's expensive yarn. It is $8.95 for a 100-gram ball. It's lovely, but I can't remember how many other colours of yarn I needed for the Hedgehog's outfit. I think it's about 8, 9, something like that. And it's done in Rowan felt tweed. And I think it's about $8.99 a ball. So we're not going down that road. But I thought for the body, I want to have the right yarn. So it called for the Cascade 220. And that's what I got. And this one is, oh, it's not got a colour on it. I think it's called... is it Off-White? I think this was called Off-White. Anyway, it's shade 8010, and I'm sure it's an Off-White. So that is for the main part, and then this is for the contrasting, and this one is 8013. But let me tell you, oh, the feel of it, it is, oh, it's lovely, and it smells. Can you smell it? It smells like sheep. Oh, it's lovely. So they come on Saturday. So I'm getting everything ready for my make-along with Karen, who lives in New York. We have got a date booked for next Sunday to have a Zoom, not a Zoom meeting, a WhatsApp. I did want to have the WhatsApp yesterday, but plans changed, people arrived. Oh, you just know, don't you? So yeah, we postponed it till next week. Sorry about that, Karen, if you're watching, but I shall be ready sharp and early at 12 next Sunday. I'll even try and get Karen on. I can't promise you, but we'll see. I'll speak to her. So that I bought that. So my Spencer Wells, or my scissors come and my yarn come. So today we went out, like I said, and we went to Home Sense and TK Maxx. And I have bought, let me show you, I've had this fabric before. This is nothing to do with Christmas, but I've got to share it with you. Well, it is to do with Christmas because they're going to be Christmas presents. I really want to make some of these for Christmas presents. So I already had this. I bought this from the Bobbin Patch, not far from me, Angela's shop. And so when I went on Saturday, I got 2 contrasting colours because I want to make, how can I say, a notebook. That's all. Oh, I'm shaking the camera. That's all I'm going to say is I want to make a notebook. And so you need 3 different contrasting. In fact, I think you can have as many as you want. It does say in the pattern, I think you can use as much as you want. So these are going to be for me. And you need one of those tall, slim notepads. So I said to Tim while I was out today, let's go and have a look and see if I can get one. Oh, I was like a giddy kipper, and I mean giddy, in TK Maxx. I found this notebook and it's ridiculous. How can a grown woman, well, not even grown woman, I'm an older woman. How can an old woman get giddy about this? Oh my goodness. It's got toadstools all over it. Can you see them? Oh, I love it. And it comes with a pen. And, are you ready for this? It was $3.99. Can't go wrong, can you? So this is going to be for mine. So I'm going to try mine first. Like I say, if I make it and it turns out okay, I'll show it to you. If I don't, you'll never see it again. I shouldn't say that because I don't mind showing you how I mess up. We all mess up, don't we? So I don't mind. And then this is another one. Is that not just fabulous? I love this fabric. Let me see if I can show you the birds the right way up. There they are. So there's this and this contrasting fabric. Now, Angela had a couple of these and I didn't know which colour to get. So I went for this one first. Isn't that lovely? So this is for one of the gift ones I'm going to do. In fact, I might be able to get 2 out of that. And then this was the notebook that I got for in there. Get a free, well, you don't get a free pen, you get a pen included. And that's just got, is it butterflies? Oh, dragonflies and bees. And this, I don't know if you can see here, there's a tiny, tiny little ladybug. Anyway, so that is going to be another one. Oh, I just saw them. I've seen this pattern and I thought, you know what? I've got to make that. I'm going to try it, and if it works out fine, which like I say, I'm almost sure I'll be able to, because the pattern is an in-depth pattern. There's a tutorial on YouTube, so why wouldn't I be able to? And I thought, what a fantastic gift. Well, for anybody really, because it is like a notebook cover, and there's in this pattern, there's room for you to have receipts, credit cards. Oh, it's lovely. It's even got a wristlet, which I'm not going to do, but I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do because I'm going to show it to you. And that's it. That's all I've got to tell you today. Oh, no, this is boring, but I'll still show it you. I have been for supplies of teas for my shop. Blackberry and raspberry. This is Taylor's. I've had this before. Nice teas, these. I'd run out of tea. And this is sweet rhubarb. And this one is organic peppermint. So I'm going to open them, take one each out, and then I'll put the other in my stock for the shop. Right, that's it. I am going to stop chatting to you and I'm going to go. I'm going to go and have my dinner now, because I'm having a chit chat with Karen tonight, and we're just going to have something light, I think, Tim and I, because we've had quite a bit to eat while we was out today. And then I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. Probably try and finish Little Santa's head. Santa's Little Helper's head. And then, yeah, a couple of other things I've got on the go. I've still got tons to do, but it doesn't matter. Just keep going. Put them in the pile when they're finished. And if they don't get finished in July, then there's August, September, October, November, and even some of December if I need it. Anyway, I'm going to stop chatting. Thank you very, very much for stopping by. If you do enjoy watching, please do press that like button and leave me a comment. And if you want to, press the subscribe button. It's always nice. And then, what's it called? YouTube will notify you when there's any new videos coming up. Right, okay, that is it for today. I'm off, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I shall be back on Wednesday with a little bit more of crafting to show you. Have a nice week, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Bye.